Hey, good evening. I'm really happy to have you here. My name is Daniel. I was a professional opera singer and beatboxer, and tonight we're going to be listening to VoicePlay's The Little Mermaid Medley. So we've been doing some rather intense music on the channel, and I think it'd be really great to just have something a little bit more lighthearted, a little bit more whimsical and fun and charming. And very similarly to other VoicePlay songs, I've heard this once before, years ago, but I don't really remember how it goes. I hardly remember anything about it, aside from the fact that I'm just sure it's good. So I'm really excited to not just revisit this, but it just feels like I'm visiting this for the first time. So I'm really excited for this, and I hope you guys are as well. So without any further delay, let's just jump into it. Jeff.
I'll tell you a tale of the bottomless blue with its hay to the starboard heave-ho. Look out, lads, a mermaid be waiting for you in mysterious fathoms below. Fathoms below, low.
I love those bubble
Look at
sounds.
the stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything?
Oh, her voice is lovely.
I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's it's and what's it's galore. You want thingamabobs? I got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more.
Yeah.
My turn. Wouldn't I love to explore the shore above?
Oh my gosh, dude. Amazing.
Out of the sea. Wish I could be
Nice.
part of that world.
Aria, listen to me. The human world is a mess. The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. You dream about going up there, but that is a big
Oh my gosh.
mistake. Just look
That
at
was
the
great.
world around you, right here on the ocean floor. Such wonderful things around you.
What more is you looking for?
Nice.
Under the sea, said under the sea, yeah. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Oh, up on the shore they work all day. Out in the sun they slave away. While we devoting full time to floating under the sea.
Under the sea.
The flute played the flute, the cop played the harp, the bass played the bass.
Oh my gosh, this arrangement.
Played the brass, the chub played the dub, and all that blowfish blow.
Ah! Whoa.
Poor child. Poor sweet
Oh,
child.
okay.
Who are you?
Don't be scared. We
Watson and
represent
Jetson,
someone who
yeah.
can help.
I admit that in the
Ooh,
past
fun edit.
I've been a nasty. They weren't kidding when they called me, well, a witch. But you'll find that nowadays I've mended all my ways, repented, seen the light, and made a switch. True?
Yes.
Ooh,
And
chills.
I fortunately know a little magic. It's a talent that I always have possessed.
And dear lady, please don't laugh. I use it on behalf of
The miserable, the lonely, and depressed.
pathetic.
Poor unfortunate souls in pain.
Ah.
Indeed. This one longing to be thinner, that one wants to get the girl, and do I help them? Yes, indeed.
Those poor unfortunate souls are so sad, so true. They come flocking to my cauldron, crying spells.
Do I help
Ah.
them? Yes, I do.
Oh my gosh, dude.
But there is one more thing. We haven't discussed the subject of payment.
But I don't have
Well, I'm not asking much. What I want from you is your voice.
If you want to cross the bridge, my sweet, you've got to pay the toll. Take a gulp and take a breath and go ahead and sign the scroll. Flotsam, jetsam, now we've got 'em, boys. The boss is on a roll.
Ah, yeah.
This poor unfortunate soul.
So good.
Belugas her frugal come wings of the Caspian Sea. Larynx, glaucitis, and max laryngitis, la voce to me.
So entranced.
Les poissons. How I love les poissons. Love to chop and serve little fish. First I cut off their head, then I pull out their bones. Ah mais oui, ça c'est toujours délicieux. Les poissons. With a cleaver I hack them too. I pull out what's inside and I serve it up fried. God, I love little fishes, don't you?
I do.
Nothing is happening. Time for a little vocal romantic stimulation.
There you see her sitting across the way. She don't got a lot to say, but there's something about her. And you don't know why, but you're dying to try. You wanna kiss the girl. Yes, you want her. Look at her, you know you do. It's possible she wants you to, but there's one way to ask her. You don't take a word, not a single word. You wanna kiss the girl.
Sing it with me now.
Sha la 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 la, don't be scared. You got the mood prepared. Go on and kiss the girl. Sha la 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 la, don't stop it now. Don't try to hide it. How you wanna kiss the girl? Sha la 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 la, float along and listen to the song. The song say kiss the girl. Sha la 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 la, the music play. Do what the music say. Kiss the girl. Kiss the girl. Kiss the girl.
What a lovely little bride, I'll make my dear all look different.
Oh, yeah.
Things are working out according to my ultimate design. Soon I'll have that little mermaid and the ocean will be mine.
Very nice.
Now we can walk, now we can run.
Now we can stay all day in the sun. Just you and me.
Just you and me.
And I can be part of this.
Sing it with me now.
Nice.
Pathetic.
Oh, this dance beat.
This one longing to be thinner, that one wants to get the girl, and do I help too? Yes, indeed.
Love's more unfortunate, so sad, so
Nice. Yeah. Oh, dude, that was so fun. Their special effects were actually just really great, but the arrangement was just incredible. The beatboxing was very crisp, a lot of different snares and beats that just came together very cleanly, very nice, very well executed. Rachel's voice and her vocal control is outstanding, really meshed with the guys really, really well. Hearing Lane's actual vocal line was unexpected and very charming and really fun, so I really liked having that section of the piece. And there's just so much that I want to talk about. It was just so well executed, the entirety of the piece. So let's just jump into the analysis. Just right off the bat, you get these really foundational stomps and claps setting a tone, and these hums are pretty open, but also directed. Where you create space in your mouth to create a more hollow sound, but it is coming through the center of like the bridge of your nose to create a more directed and targeted sound. So instead of you get that space, but it's also not. You get a little mix of both. And it's really nice having that directed sound. It's really good.
I'll tell you a tale of the bottomless blue with its hay to the starboard heave-ho. Look out,
Nice.
lads, a mermaid be waiting for you in mysterious fathoms below. Fathoms below,
Oh, I love these bubble sounds. Just essentially lip smacking, but doing it really quickly. and it's just so whimsical and charming. I love this.
Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my
Just lane sounds here. First of all, his inward K snares are so crisp. Like, it's just so clean. And then these little whistle sounds. Very clean, very exact, really great. Adds a lot of atmosphere to this vocal line.
collection's complete? Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm a girl?
First, the background vocals are really great. Just a gentle crescendo, gentle taper away from the note. Really well done. But also Rachel's lines here. Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? And just playing very gently with the dynamics, but also tapering her phrases, but not losing any of that momentum to round into the next musical phrase. Really well done. Very small details, but well executed.
To think my collection's complete. Wouldn't you think I'm a girl?
Yeah!
Girl who has everything. I've got
Just so simple, but so nice. It's just a good way to get the momentum a little bit more energized and just lead into this more musical phrase. I love it.
gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got
Really nice arpeggio there, or a broken chord.
who's it's and what's it's galore. You want thingamabobs? I got 20.
Love these
But
effects.
who cares? No big deal. I want more.
Oh, having that just gentle crack in your voice. Nothing too histrionic, but just, I want more. Instead of, I want more. I want more. Adds a little bit more of that plea into that desire, and it's really good. It's actually a really great, just very gentle touch into saying, yeah, I do want more. And there's a little darkness to that where she goes to see Ursula, but it's just adding that slight crack in your voice to emphasize that it is actually emotionally charged, that she really does want more. It's just tiny details like this add so much weight to the piece.
When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to explore that shore?
Just the way she approached that sentence. Like, let's listen to that again.
Explore that. When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to explore that shore above?
Taking her time with the notes, she's still within the meter and still singing within the actual beat in and of itself, but just to have her take her time instead of and explore that shore up above and to explore that shore, it gives a little bit more gravitas and weight to what it is that she's saying, and you can actually connect with her a little bit more emotionally because of that freedom. Really, really great stuff. And the fact that she also just did that beautiful musical theater technique of having that straight tone grow into that vibrato. Really well done. It's very difficult for me to do, and I can't do it that well, but yeah, she just did it superbly. Like, let's listen to that again.
Explore that shore above.
Yeah.
Out of the sea.
Oh, how delicate she is here. Out of the sea. Yeah, just, it's so tender. Going from this more big, powerful sound into this delicate, very gentle, and yeah, I love it.
Wish I could be
Nice.
part of that.
Ariel, listen to me.
this sound Lane is doing is not utilized enough in the pro beatboxing scene. Probably because they're always holding their mic, so it's very difficult to use both of their hands. But this is actually pretty complex because this sound is completely about mouth shape and how you hit your cheeks. Like, I can't do it that well, but the idea is that you create a space in your mouth to allow the breath that's already existing in there to reverberate inside of your mouth, and your mouth position actually controls the pitch of the sound that comes through. So if you're going to actually create a melody through that, I'm trying really hard to do the melody, and it's beyond me because I don't practice the sound hardly at all. So to actually create it in the way that Lane is doing it is very skillful. And in order to make the sound, you can't just slap your face. You have to, the point of impact has to be roughly right in the center where you're not hitting your teeth or any bone. You're hitting this open space in your cheek that allows the sound to bounce off of the walls of your mouth. So it's pretty technical, even though it just sounds very simple and whimsical. And he's not doing it hard. He's not like slapping his face or anything. He's just... And it's just really fun. It's just gentle little hits, and it's so good. And it's really great transition work having this sound with Jaenun's just spoken line here. Really great.
Part of that.
Aria, listen to me. The human world is a mess. The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. You dream about going up there.
Oh, that vocal line. You dream about going up there. And just playing with his head voice and just that chest voice into that head voice. It's so well executed. It's really incredible. Just his vocal control and skill. It's amazing.
Yeah, but that is a big mistake.
I really just like that Jamaican accent. And that is a big mistake. Having these vowels that are a little bit more rounded, a little bit darker and open, instead of, and that is a big mistake, ache. It adds a little bit more texture and pays really good tribute to Sebastian from the Walt Disney's original version.
Else's lake. You dream about going up there, but that is a big mistake. Just look at the world around you.
Yeah, and then just back into this groove with these really clean snares. Yeah, it's simple, but it's so clean and consistent, and it's so nice.
Right here on the ocean floor, such wonderful things around you.
What more is you looking for?
Love it.
Under the sea, said under the sea, yeah. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Up on the shore, they work all day. Out in the sun, they slave away. While we devoting full time to floating under the sea. The nude play, the flute, the cop play, the harp, the place.
I love these vocal lines. Like, there's Jaenun's leading melody, but just having all of these different textures, these whoa, and do-do-do. And it's just, there's so many just different elements happening at the same time with this leading vocal line, and it's just, your attention is just caught on so many different elements that it's just so whimsical. I love it.
Play the bass, the day sound, and sharp, the bass, play the brass, the chub, play
Yeah.
the and all that blowfish blow.
Oh, yeah, just, it's so nice. And the snail, dude, it's a little creepy, but I love the general charm in it.
Sweet child.
Who are you?
Don't be scared. We represent someone who can help.
I admit that in the past I've been a nasty. They weren't kidding when they called me, well, a witch. But you'll find that nowadays. I've mended all my ways, repented, seen the light, and made a switch.
True? Yes.
Oh, such a great touch, utilizing that bass for something so unctuous.
And I fortunately know a little magic. It's a talent that I always have possessed.
Yeah, that's edited, but to have that general sound, wow, wow. You're putting a lot of the sound behind your nose, but creating an open space in your throat and your mouth. Wow. And you'll hear this technique used by actually a lot of beatboxers, commonly applied with a throat bass. But with the throat bass, you're really restricting your throat and clashing your vocal cords to vibrate forcefully. So to do that, but just have that space more open and just have that be vocalized. It's a really cool effect, but they obviously audio engineered it just a little bit to create a little bit more of that synthetic muted tension. And it's a really good effect here. And I think it's well utilized.
Magic. It's a talent that I always have possessed.
Oh, that I always... Having that just gentle break to lean into it a little bit more connects you to her. It's a little seductive, which is really interesting for this kind of character.
And dear lady, please don't laugh. I use it on behalf of the...
Ooh, ooh. Just having these backup lines, just, again, having these growths and tapers, just, it's so nice.
Miserable, lonely, and depressed.
Pathetic.
Poor, unfortunate souls in pain.
This one longing to be thinner than...
Ah, these arpeggios, dude. These, just, dum, dum, dum. Ah, so good.
This one longing to be thinner. That one wants to get the girl, and do I help them? Yes, indeed.
Oh, how crisp that was. Yes, indeed. Instead of yes, indeed. Just yes, indeed. Almost staccato in that way, but it's just so full still, and it adds a little bit more urgency to the piece, which is exactly, at this point in the plot, is exactly what that feels like. So really great touch there.
Wants to get the girl, and do I help them? Yes, indeed.
Those poor unfortunate souls.
Love that line. Poor unfortunate souls. It's just such a good wave-like motion, which, again, really great for the theming of this piece.
Sad, so true.
Great vocal riff.
I'm flocking to my cauldron, crying spells.
Ah, yeah, and again, more of this wave-like motion. Crying spells, Ursula, please. Having that nice growth back down. Ah, so good, dude.
So true. They come flocking to my cauldron, crying spells.
Do I help them? Yes, I do.
Oh, yeah.
But there is one more thing. We haven't discussed this.
And just having this really sinister vocal line in the background while Jeff's now doing his spoken dialogue. And it's just giving you chills when you hear this really deep, sinister Machiavellian tone. It's just so well arranged, man.
Object of payment.
But I don't have
Well, I'm not asking.
But I don't have... Just even in her spoken line, she really just lays into that kind of music with full support, nice vibrato in that have, good lead into that. Just she's making sure that the piece itself isn't losing any of its musical momentum. And Jeff is just speaking here, but he's also speaking in time, which is also making sure that the musical momentum isn't being completely lost. And with her adding a little bit of that reminiscence of, hey, we're still in this musical piece. This isn't just a production of the show, even though it definitely feels like it. It just works so well together.
We haven't discussed the subject of payment.
But I don't have
Well, I'm not asking.
Much. What I want from you is your voice.
And just both of them together. Do, 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 do. And what I want from you is your voice. Oh, dude. Like, my voice is obviously not as low as Jeff's, but oh, it just chills, man. And having this very haunting soprano line with this dichotomy, with this just really sinister and Machiavellian bass line. It's just chilling.
If you want to cross the bridge, my sweet, you've got to pay the... Your voice. If you want to cross the bridge, my sweet, you've got to pay the toll.
Yeah, and these ha's, just ha. Huh? Yeah. Because these aren't words, these are vocalized messages to keep pushing the piece, just ramping it up, really generating so much more momentum. It's really great.
Your voice. If you want to cross the bridge, my sweet, you've got to pay the toll. Take a gulp and take a breath and go ahead and sign the scroll.
Oh, that was such a great retard there. Let's listen to that again.
Bridge, my sweet, you've got to pay the toll. Take a gulp and take a breath and go ahead and sign the scroll. Flotsam, jetsam, now we've got our boys. The boss is on a roll. This poor unfortunate.
What a great slide into that deep note. Oh my gosh, really just showed a bunch of his range just in one small section. Amazing. We're listening to that again.
This poor unfortunate
Belugas are frugal queens of the Caspian Sea.
And Lane's beatboxing here. Really intricate, very clean hi-hats, and his snare is still just as clean as ever. And having Rachel do this vocal line of whoa, just being very chromatic and chilling. Oh, it just adds so much atmosphere to this portion of the plot.
Belugas are frugal queens of the Caspian Sea. Laryngitis and max laryngitis, la voce to me.
Chills.
Keep singing.
Oh, and the way that she's taking these lines is perfect. And just connecting everything so fluid, so smooth, breathing right at the end of the cadence, but just still, it just is so wave-like. She really just does sound like Ariel. It's beautiful. Nice muted sound here for the effect. I love watching Jeff's facial transition just such an underrated song. Way to go, Lane.
Les poissons, les poissons.
How I love les poissons. Love to chop and serve little fish. First,
These wood blocks are just so comical. Just so fun. And you just get a little bit of this waltz kind of feel, this 3/4 time of 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Oh, it's so nice. So much fun.
how I love les poissons. Love to chop and serve little fish. First, I cut off their head, then I pull out their bones. Ah mais oui, ça c'est toujours délicieux. Les poissons.
Everybody looks so a little bit concerned.
Pull out their bones. Ah mais oui, ça c'est toujours délicieux. Les poissons, les poissons. With a cleaver,
Just that crack in his voice. It's just so great, dude.
Les poissons, les poissons. With a cleaver, I hack them too. I pull out what's inside.
Everybody looks so concerned. But Jeff.
Serve it up fried. God, I love little fishes, don't you?
Nothing is happening. Time for a little vocal romantic stimulation.
I love this character.
There
He's so fun.
you see her sitting there across the way. She don't got a lot to say, but there's something.
Oh, she don't got a lot to say. Because again, this is still Sebastian song, and he does exactly a little bit of those Jamaican vowels. Instead of, she don't got a lot to say, like a diphthong, where it's and e, but he's just staying on the She don't got a lot to say. Nice details for that.
And about her, and you don't know why, but you're dying to try. You wanna kiss the girl. Yes, you want her.
Beautiful
Look
harmonies.
At her, you know you do. It's possible she wants you to, but there's one way to ask her. It don't take a word, not a single word. You wanna kiss the girl.
Sing it with me now.
Sha la 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 la, don't be scared. You got the mood prepared. Go on and kiss the girl. Sha la 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 la, don't stop it now. Don't try to hide it. How you wanna kiss.
All right, now we're going back into more of Ellie's just personal tone. I wish he stayed a little bit more in that Sebastian character, but you know, I'm not going to be too picky. His voice sounds wonderful.
Sha la 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 la, float along and listen to the song. The song says
Yes,
kiss the
yes.
girl. Sha la 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 la, the music play. Do what the music say. Kiss the girl.
I love how they all look disgusted, even Ellie looking at himself. It's great.
Kiss the girl.
Oh, nice.
Kiss the girl.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. What Lane just did there is really a lot more technical than it sounds. Like, let's listen to that again. But to do that with such like a closed sound and then just grow it into something sinister, oh dude.
What a lovely little bridal make my dear all look different.
Oh, I love this tone of her voice. In comparison to this really light and bubbly sound, you get more of this grounded, more darker tones. Well. Oh yeah. Gives you chills. Love it.
What a lovely little bridal make my dear all look different.
Oh, and these woes instead of oh, whoa. Yeah, closing off the O a little bit more, creating more of that darker sound in this darker atmosphere. Really good touches.
What a lovely little bridal make my dear all look different. Things are working out according to my old design.
Her evil laugh is really great because it also sounds like she's doing it at the very tail end of her breath. Like, you expel your breath first. And you don't have any air, so you have to breathe immediately after that. It being at the very end of your breath just adds a little bit more of that intensity into that maniacal laugh, so I love it.
According to my ultimate design. Soon I'll have that little mermaid and the ocean will be mine.
Oh, the way she opened into that vowel. And the ocean will be mine. Yeah, so good.
Soon I'll have that little mermaid and the ocean will be mine.
Oh, loved that little glissando or slide she did. Yeah, so great.
No!
Little delayed reaction there, but it's fun.
Now we can walk, now we can run.
Now we can stay all day in the sun. Just you and me.
Just you and me. Whoa.
And I can be part of this.
Yeah.
Sing it with me now.
First off, Rachel's vocal line there, it was just lovely. But I also love Jay Nunn's copy of Jeff there, which is why he's like, what? Well, that's weird for you to do that. Love it. Yeah, and just that nice Nice effect on top of a really great ending one chord. So good. Such a great piece. I really loved listening to every section of this piece and the piece collectively. It was so whimsical and charming, and they did such justice to the characters in the film, and man, I just really loved it. Funnily enough, the first story that I've done on this channel, which is still on YouTube, was me reading Hans Christian Andersen's The Little Mermaid. And it's obviously not Disney's, but man, I really love the tale. It's really fun, and the ending is a lot darker than the movie makes it appear. But man, I love this tale, and they did such a great job with the music, and the arrangement was superb. Like, not even in terms of its whimsy and charm, but just musically, how intricate and detailed it was. It was so well executed, and I absolutely loved it. Really great job, VoicePlay. Really great job. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. If you guys liked it, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you didn't like it, please leave a dislike and let me know why in the comments. I do read all of the comments, even if I might not heart or reply to all of them, so please just know that your comments do not go unnoticed, and I do take them into further consideration as I make future videos. My live streams are Thursdays at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so if you guys just want to come by and say hey or ask me questions, I leave them up on YouTube, and you're more than welcome to check those out as well. Typically, I really enjoy talking about philosophy, psychology, sociology, or anything that can help me improve as a person and help me improve my content for all of you. My Patreon is still under development. I'm making a lot of videos for it right now, so hopefully that should be up within the next few weeks, and I really appreciate your patience in that regard. Thank you so much for being here. I really can't express how grateful I am to have you here, and I can't wait to see all of you in the next video. Have a great rest of your evening, everyone.